Hello, what up guys? How you doing? It is Lasty here. Welcome today to a new episode of the FIFA 21 Ultimate Team Road to Glory. Finger points to the sky for episode number 40. We're already 40% of the way there to our first century. I think that time has gone quicker than ever because we're having fun, which is obviously the main idea of this series. If you do enjoy today's episode on this Wednesday, hump day, you know, we're getting over that hump and the rest of the week is going to be a breeze as we head towards the weekend. Do me a huge favor, hit the thumbs up button. I'd love your support. I'd love 5,000 likes. Those are the things that I would love most in the world right now, like in this video right now. Obviously, I'd love that for there to be a nice, healthy world and stuff. And of course, subscribe to the channel as well if you are new around here. So, today, well, if you didn't see yesterday, you'll know that we, well, you won't know that we built a squad. We spent all of our money. Or a lot of our money. We've still got 73,000 coins. And I decided to play Rivals, even though, like I mentioned to you, I did give away some weekend league wins just so that I could finish my 30 games of Rivals. I didn't think I was going to be playing during the week, if I'm honest. At least not until it refreshed on Thursday. So, and I genuinely thought to myself that if I did play, I'm basically at like the tip of Division 2, nearly into Division 1. That's difficult for me. So I would find myself getting less than an average of 400 points per game. At least I thought so anyway. So that's why I decided to finish off the 30 games of the Rivals. And then we're playing these ones here without actually earning any Rivals points. But I spotted an opportunity. One, I wanted to test out this new team, see if like the idea of it actually works. And two, I wanted to try and get to Div 1. I wanted to try and just get over that threshold. Because the only reason I really want to be there is to get the 50,000 coins that you get for getting there the first time. So, when I'm 3-1 up at half time, obviously I'm buzzing. I get a hat-trick in 20 minutes with Douglas Costa on his debut. And if that doesn't, like, just give you, like, such a good omen for this player, I don't know what will. So, also, I think I owe a bit of a thank you to #Harry, or to Harry Hesketh. Because apparently, people were saying on my timeline after I posted a picture that the reason why Douglas Costa has risen so much is because Harry was seen using him and making him look like a complete god of the game, which is what he does with players because he's very good at FIFA. So, yeah, apparently there is a bit more of a demand for Douglas Costa now. And so I bought him for 439, I think it was. So basically 440k. And then a day later when I checked, it was 515k. Now, whether or not that comes crashing down a little bit, I assume so. I expect so just because, like, I don't often make huge sums of money on cards. So I'm sure he'll just come crashing down to like 320k in no time. But if there is a chance of maybe this hype continues for a player like this, and he rises even more towards the weekend league, I don't know what to do, because selling him for a good profit would literally make me more money than the weekend league would make. And we can use different players in the weekend league, so I'm a little bit stuck. I'm basically going to have to play this one by what I notice on the market. If there's a chance to make like 75 to 100k's worth of profit, I think I probably should take that. It would be a bit silly not to. And then, you know, use that money in other ways. That gets me closer to Neymar or whatever that I'd really love to have on the series. But we get such a great win in our very first game that it sort of took me by surprise and realized that actually the way this team is in game, oof, I kind of really like it. So I had a couple of people suggest to me that Anderson Talisca is a waste because he's playing centre mid. I need to make use of him further up the pitch. But he's been like really, really good as a centre mid. Because he's 6'2" or 6'3", he's got those long legs and he's quick and stuff. Despite him not having amazing defensive stats, or pretty terrible defensive stats I should really say, he still is able to intercept and stuff because that's just the way it is, I guess, on this game. So, anyway, I like him there. He's working well there. And there's always the potential for me to put him further up the pitch at a different time in the game, should I need to. And I let him be my balanced centre mid, so I do let him push forward a little bit. But we're 1-1 in this game. Talisca making his way down the line, as you can see. I'm sort of weaving in and out. Get it inside to Paulinho. Super sub Dembele. Comes on, scores a goal. I miss the fact that Dembele's not in the starting 11. But also, having him and Hazard come on up front, it makes me realise how much I love those two players. How class they are. Especially in a super sub environment when they've got more stamina and fresh legs compared to my opponent. I think it makes a difference at the end of a game. Also, absolutely loving Zakaria at centre-back. I thought I would. I've proven myself right. Oh, don't you just love it when a plan comes together? Like, our team looks a little bit odd on paper. It just works. Anyway, we go on into another game, and this would be the final game I needed. If I got a win here, I could find myself in Division 1. 50,000 coins. But I come up against 3 icons, including icon George Best. I think it was mid George Best, 90 rated one. But I get a penalty after 2 or 3 minutes. Step up with Douglas Costa, and he stays down the middle. I end up going down the middle and getting it saved, which is unfortunate. And he plays this ball through. George Best and Hugo Sanchez linking up, and there's not much you can do when you get sort of like, when it's kind of one-on-one between Best and your goalkeeper. He is just going to be a very good finisher, and he does that exactly. He finishes the ball, and I go 1-0 down, but I genuinely couldn't believe it that I couldn't really get a goal back. Like, his Edison saved everything. I was putting it straight at him. I don't know what I was doing with my shooting boots, but it wasn't working. But I was completely dominant in this game. When you see the halftime stats of this one, I was kind of like, look at it. I had 8 shots, 7 on target, 61% possession. I genuinely felt like I should be about 4 goals up. And I just couldn't make it happen. I just don't know why either. Maybe it was because he was sat back quite far, and I never really was able to get through. But then you see me getting through a couple of times here. So we're going to have to put this one down to me being rubbish. All right, me being just bad finisher on the game. I do stick it in the back of the net in the 88th minute, but it was just offside. So it was stalemate in the end. Yeah, like a game where I genuinely like kind of bossed it. I ended up drawing 1-1. That's not going to be enough points to get me into Division 1. It gave me like +1. So I'm like, oh, I'm only 6 points away now from promotion. So I decided to go into, another game after a little bit of a break. Had my dinner and stuff. Went into another game, and I come up against this. And I'm like, wait, am I in the Silver Lounge? What have I done wrong here? What's going on? Because this doesn't often happen to me. It happens for me. I do it for people. But yeah, my opponent scored an own goal and quit. That was the easiest way for me to ever get into Division 1 ever. So I messaged him and said, thanks, mate. You just got me 50k, you hero. And I think the response was, I can't stand Division 1 anymore. I'm done. So he was relegating himself, clearly. But at least he was doing the nice thing of letting people get a win rather than just pausing it at 0-0 and relegating yourself. That's when people obviously get a little bit salty with that sort of stuff. Me particularly, anyway. But yeah, that takes me over the 1900 skill rating. And I have found myself in Division 1. Guys, somebody call Division 4 and let them know that I'm lost. And I need picking up because I am completely lost and I'm terrified. What am I doing in Div 1? Now, I know it's easier this year to get there. Everyone's saying it. Everyone got there quicker than ever. And most good people, I guess, are over 2,000 skill rating. And I probably won't get there. But, I mean, that's an achievement which I haven't got to Div 1 for years. Like, I never really focused on it. And I never really wanted to get there because it would always be too sweaty and too hard. But this year with the bonus of getting the 50,000 coins and the fact that we were kind of close the whole time just did make me push on to get there. So whether or not we end up back into Division 4, I don't know. Or whether or not this level is really where I'm at. Again, I'm just not sure. But we will find out after a bunch more games. But if I stay in Div 1 for when I get like rewards tomorrow, I obviously have to make sure I play Rivals before the weekend league this week, because I'm going to need to try and finish in rank 1 or 2. And if I finish in 2 or 3, like, it's just the bad rewards in Div 1. So it's a bit odd. But anyway, to take this episode down a different route, take a look at this crazy squad right here. Now, this is my friend Kyle's team. He is a very avid FUT player. It's my friend Kyle. We decided we'd play some co-op. Some of you guys out there asked me to maybe try something a little different in the episodes. It seems fun that you were playing co-op with your mates and enjoying it. So we decided that we would play a bit of co-op. And because Kyle's got a better team than mine, we thought, hey, why not use it? And it would give me a little road to glory that never really has, like, the craziest of players. Like, I know we get some good players and stuff, but it would give little old me a chance to use, like, R9, Mbappe, Neymar. So, this is how the team actually, like, goes into game. 4-1-2-1-2, just like the formation that I use. But he's got Anderson Talisca as a CM as well. Renato Sanchez, SCN. Obviously, that great defensive partnership of Joe Gomez and Rafa Varane, Mendy, and Semedo, the one that everyone uses. But because I'm in a higher division, we are going to be playing duos essentially at my elo. So we're now playing Division 1 with this team together when we've never played co-op before. And it could all be pretty awful because I'm not the greatest pro clubs player. I'm not the smartest when it comes to playing with somebody else in a FIFA match. Like, I am notoriously pretty bad at this. So I wasn't expecting or hoping for much. If you're wondering throughout the games, I am the blue cursor and Kyle is the red cursor. So I squared it across there to Kyle to score the goal. Now, we're 1-0 up. You know, Lucas gets into the box, knocks it in, and Ronaldo gets a backwards header to equalise. Okay, well, it is what it is. I mean, first game, we come up against CR7 and Neymar, so it was to be expected that this was going to be pretty difficult, especially as, like, my first actual game in Division 1. I miss a bit of a sitter in the 89th minute. And it ends up as a 1-1 draw. So at least we didn't lose our very first game. But I've got one sort of important question for you. Does this bother you? If I'm playing with this team, with Kyle, should we be using my team? I can let you know right now that by the end of this episode, we really don't gain anything or lose anything. So I'm still roughly at the same skill rating as I started with. And obviously, because we both played our 30 games, we weren't earning any rewards or anything. But I'm just curious, as a road to glory, do you mind me playing co-op with my mates who have got, like, crazy teams compared to mine? If I do play, does it have to be with my account? Or can it be with, you know, the odd R9 from time to time and have a bit of fun? What do you think? And has there been any, like, other RTG YouTubers or streamers or anything that do play co-op and also almost have, like, a friend who's got a crazy account that they play with? On whose account do they play? I'm curious to know what your thoughts are about that. So let me know down below, because I figured I could do it now because I've played all 30 games of Rivals, so I won't be earning anything. So if some of you did have a problem with me playing on an account, like, you know, playing with a co-op partner whose team was significantly better than mine, then you'll just have to let me know, and we won't do it again because there's no benefit from today. But I think it might be fun every now and again to even, like, play with some of you guys and test out your squads and stuff. That could be an interesting development in the road to glory as well, couldn't it? Anyway, Kyle scores a nice goal with R9, who he has annoyingly got as R4. And I tried to tell him, everyone, you can't use Ronaldo and play him as a number 4. That sort of thing bugs me, alright? So, I basically tried to not get on the ball with R9 as much as possible because he was R4 and I just hated every moment of it. No, I'm kidding. But we are 1-0 up in this game and we nearly bottle it right at the end. But you can see, when you watch my gameplay when I'm on my own compared to when I'm here with a mate, I score a lot more goals on my own, and I definitely find it easier on my own. This was a difficult situation to be in. Even though we're playing someone with, like, less skill rating than us, we got a 1-0 win, we scraped it. I think there would be chances if I was playing that person on my own where I would get 2, 3, 4 goals against them. I don't know. It's so difficult to work alongside somebody compared to just doing what you know and having the players run exactly where you think they're going to run. I find it so much more difficult, man. I don't know if it's just because I'm old and I've got the reactions of a sloth, but yeah, it's just not an easy one for me. Anyway, we end up conceding in the 59th minute. I missed a really good chance with Anderson Talisca. And then my opponent's Red Depay ends up scoring. Memphis then plays it into Havertz to make it 2-0. Not too long after we conceded the first one. And then he makes it 3 when I think Hwang Hee-chan comes on. And one of our defenders was just on the floor. I don't know, he fell over or something. But I score the best goal of the episode. Just take a look at this. Oh, ooh, yeah. Oh, what a goal. It's class. Absolutely quality. No, I know I haven't showcased the best quality with like R9 and stuff in this episode. But yeah, it was tough. I actually really struggled. But it was also kind of fun. It's also kind of stressful. But we are on slightly less skill rating than we began the episode, or that when we got to Div 1. So we are on the edge of Div 1 now, I guess, close to getting relegated to Division 2. I might stop there for rivals for the rest of this week. And then so I'm in Division 1 for next week. And then we can try and get our rank 1 rewards. If we can get that, that would be insane. But it's going to mean a lot of that gameplay on Thursday and Friday is rivals, and then I'm gonna have to sweat out my champs games on Saturday and Sunday. Oh, I almost pray for a weekend league extension to Monday as well. That would be like perfection for me this week anyway. But guys, do me a huge favor, hit the thumbs up button. We're shooting for 5,000 likes, and if you can make that happen, I'll give you an R9. No, I can't give you an R9. But I would love to. Anyway, yeah, guys, hit me with 5,000 likes. That would be insane. Subscribe to the channel if you're new around here. I thank you for that. And, of course, you can come and follow me on Twitter and Instagram. The links are down below, everyone. Take it easy. Stay safe. Stay healthy. Lockdown begins in the UK tomorrow, so be aware of that and take all the precautions necessary to keep yourself safe. I'll catch you tomorrow with another episode. Peace.